Abby Mindy Show on Kids Place Live. We were just sharing the story of a small Italian town where in 1974, a man named Angelo left his car parked in a parking spot and never moved it again. Fast forward, it's 2021. Angelo is now 94 years old, and that car has not moved from that parking space ever since. And now it might have to move because the town is getting rid of the parking space that it resides in. I would love to know if you've got a story of something that exists around you, whether it's in your home or your community, that really doesn't belong where it is, but it's been there for so long that people start to forget it's even there, and you just start to work around it. Let's go to Texas now, where Nate, Dorothy, Mary, and Grace's dad, Roy, is standing by. Good morning, Dad.
Good morning, Mindy.
So, Roy, I heard you have a story about something in your home that everyone has just sort of gotten used to. What is it?
Yeah, so the short story goes that my father-in-law dropped off a stuffed antelope head, like a taxidermy antelope head, and he said, hey, I'm going to pick this up in 2 weeks to take home to Virginia. And we said, great, yeah, we can hold it for you for 2 weeks. 2 weeks passed, and sure enough, father-in-law comes to visit and says, you know what? He looks really great in your home. You should just keep him. And we weren't expecting this. And so what has happened is my kids have now given him a name. His name is Nate. Why don't you tell Mindy what the name of the antelope is? Gerald. His name is Gerald. And Gerald lives in our living room now. And what we do is we think it's a joke that he's still in our house. So we will randomly put things on his head. So recently we had the sorting hat from the Harry Potter series on his head. We had Baby Yoda, a.k.a. Grogu, on his head, riding his antlers. We've had lots of things on his head, but something that we thought was not going to be in our house very long is now a staple, and Gerald is now part of the family.
Oh, Gerald, the stuffed antelope head. Wow, does he go with the rest of your decor? Or does this kind of stand out?
Not at all. No, not at all. He's mounted. He's like, his head is like mounted on this pedestal, and the pedestal is lined with zebra fur. It's terrible.
Oh, Dad, Roy, you are going to have to share a picture of this with us.
Yes, I'll post it in the post-show group.
Yes, we have to meet Gerald. So, go ahead and post Gerald in the Absolutely Mindy post-show parent club group on Facebook. So this is your father-in-law, and do you think this was the plan all along? Do you think he maybe had this stuffed antelope head and thought, I don't want this thing. I feel kind of sad even looking at it. I don't want this in my house. We don't have room.
You know, I kind of think that's the case, Mindy. I really do. He has lots of animals in his home, and I think he wanted just to spread the love a little bit and say, you guys should have this one. Gerald is a little special. His horns are not the most stable. So okay. I think Gerald's kind of the reject antelope.
Oh, like a bad taxidermy.
Yeah, bad taxidermy. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. I love it. The stories that your kids are going to tell about their childhood someday.
Oh, yeah, no. Gerald's a famous person in our home, so everyone's going to remember Gerald forever.
I love it. Thank you so much for calling, and say hi to Nate, Dorothy, Mary, and Grace for us. Bye, Roy.
Will do. Bye,
All right, we'll be looking for that picture. All right, let's go to Louisiana now, where Destin is standing by. Good morning, Destin. So, Destin, you've got a story about your grandma's neighborhood, something that has become a fixture in the neighborhood that really should not be there in the first place. What's the story?
So every time I go by my grandmother's house, I have a whole lot of potholes. It's like being on a roller coaster, but it's more puke-worthy.
So your grandma's neighborhood, the streets are just riddled with potholes. And so when you're driving over them, you feel like you're on a roller coaster, just up and down and up and down, only it's more puke-worthy than an actual roller coaster.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of thing that everyone in your grandma's neighborhood has just kind of gotten used to?
I'm sure people have called in, but it's just never gotten done.
Yeah, so everyone's just used to this. You know, we've heard stories about neighborhoods that have had bad pothole situations that haven't been cleaned up by the cities. And you know what people have done? They have planted trees in the potholes.
Yeah, that's
So
kind of
maybe you could turn each one into its own little garden, and people can just drive around them like an obstacle course.
A car can't fit in between two potholes. It's like
A car can't. There's that many potholes. So, Destin, when you are driving down your grandma's street, is this something that you look forward to because of all the crazy bumps, or do you dread it because you're going to barf?
Well, I have a strong stomach. It's a little bit fun.
It's a little bit fun. It's a little bit of both, maybe. Destin, this is exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. Everyone just starts to get used to it. You just learn to live with it. Destin, thank you so much for calling, and I hope you have a great day today. Bye, buddy. Say hi to Grandma.